I am at Tesla right now, and normally this isn't a big deal except for we're in Vegas, a couple hours away from home right now, and I have no car. Here comes our lift, and we are ready to go. There's Juan. Guys, we are in the Tesla Y. This is our first charge, supercharging. Hey, good morning. Oh man, is it morning yet? I don't know. Sorry, I'll get into it. I am in the process, or have completed the process of buying or not buying a Tesla. There's a good chance that you probably know what I ended up with. I've been wanting a Tesla for a while, but it definitely turned into more of an experience than I thought it would be. I do want to point out, I actually prefer how Tesla purchases cars. I really like it. I just johned it. Some of the things that changed the whole situation is, we kind of live farther away from things. So the closest Tesla location is 2 hours from my house. I did have a trade. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with the trade. Was I going to sell it to the dealership? Was I going to sell it to another dealership? Was I going to private sell it? But I wanted to maximize my dollar amounts. And really, that was kind of my goal. And I'm going to break down this whole process. Tesla makes this so easy. So the first thing you do, you go on the website or on your phone, wherever, just go to Tesla's website. Pick out the car options and features and stuff like that. Once you do that, you just put a $250 down payment, and that gets the ball rolling. At that point, you will download the app to your phone. Everything is done through the app. Credit approvals, down payments, literally the whole process, trade-in and all. Freaking love the process. Gives you completely control. You don't feel pressure. They really make you feel at ease through this whole process. Once you realize, hey, this is pretty straightforward. That was probably my biggest shocking thing, because I kept on thinking I was going to sit down with a manager at one point. Like going into a traditional dealership, you talk to a salesperson, a sales manager, and then an F&I manager. There's so much of a process. And there really isn't any of that. You do everything on the phone. You talk to a few people. If things come up, they text you. You can hop on a phone call real quick, resolve it. They get all the paperwork. By the time you get to Tesla, they're just a pickup location. That's literally all it is. You do everything through the app and through the phone. So I wanted to point that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the day that I actually am taking delivery on the Tesla. But real quick, I'm dropping a referral link in the description. You can save up to $2,000 by the end of this year on a Tesla purchase. That's pretty S3XY. Today's the day I'm supposed to be taking delivery on my Tesla Y that I did. I'm actually doing a lease. I did a video about why I'm doing a lease. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it up there. Great deal. It just makes sense. So this car behind me is our Sequoia. We're going to be replacing this. We don't need this anymore. We don't need all the seats. We don't need to pull anything anymore. It's just an overkill for what we need to do, and it's just not the most efficient with gas. Great car, super reliable, has over 180,000 miles on it, and it runs amazing. But it's starting to have little things. If you notice down here, right there, we've got a dent that we put in there, unfortunately, a year ago. I kind of forgot about that. So obviously that's going to impact trade in value, but we'll see how much. Just cosmetic. It has a couple of things. I did replace the fan blower that pushes the heater and the AC. I ordered that. It was an easy swap out, and I just needed to take care of that, but that's taken care of. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, the question is, will it be going in as a trade-in today? Unfortunately, where I live, Tesla's closest location to me is Vegas. So we're going to be driving to Vegas. It's a few hours away. Hopefully, I'm not going to have to
leave this in Vegas. That's the idea, and be able to trade it into Tesla. So Tesla did give me a bid, but it's the lowest. I reached out a couple places online. There's a Vegas dealer that I could drop it off and they can give me a bid. I'm also going to try to go to CarMax. My appointment's at 2:00. We're going to leave a little bit early, run to CarMax and see what they'll say and give us. If the number's right, we'll definitely be trading it in. There should be some equity left in this that will help kind of pay the initial fees for registration, taxes, and all that fun stuff.
Since we left early in the morning, we were able to get to CarMax hours before we had to be at Tesla. It did take a little bit longer than I wanted to at CarMax. They were busy. It's the weekend before Christmas, makes sense. But they did give me an offer, and it was more than Tesla's, about $800 more. Looked really good. I went to Tesla afterwards. We actually were able to see the car that they were going to send us, confirmed to see if they could do anything on the trade-in. And what they sent on the phone is what it is. They don't do anything else. The only picture I took for Tesla was the odometer. I'm like, don't you guys need to check out the car and walk through it, make sure it works properly and all that type of stuff? They're like, no, everything that you did, they do a VIN check and all that type of stuff. The price, what we offer you is what it is. That's it. You just give us the keys. I was like, holy cow, that's so simple and easy. Like that's crazy. You know, CarMax, they walk through the whole thing. They really vet it out. So that was interesting. But CarMax did offer me $800. I already went through the whole process. I'm like, at this point, I might as well get the $800. But the problem that I did run into, it's a Saturday. I go back to CarMax and we were processing it, and they're like, we need to talk to your bank to verify the payoff and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I have the documents. Like, no, we have to call them. I'm like, I don't think they're going to be open anymore. It's Saturday. They closed early. So they're like, yeah, I better call them real quick. So I call them. Yep. After hours. We're going to have to wait till Monday. I was like, oh my goodness, whatever. I'm like, I'll run back to Tesla. But then I talked to them one more time. It's like, I swear I have everything that you need, because I had to do this for Tesla to get it approved. I got a 10-day payoff and all that. And I showed them the PDF and like, oh yeah, this has everything that we need. So they were able to process. They cut me a check. They're going to do the payoff. I got the check for the difference, and I felt good about it.
All right, so we just ordered a Lyft, and I'm at CarMax. We got to get to Tesla now. I'm running out of time. Tesla closes at 7. I did make a minor change to my lease. I increased the miles just because I figured that I want to make sure I'm covered on there. So it was originally 10,000 per year. They increased it to 15,000. They're making the changes. Hopefully it's ready to go. I just need to make the down payment, and then we should be done. But I got 2 hours to wrap this up. Otherwise, I'm stuck in Vegas with no car. Let's find out. There comes our Lyft, and we are ready to go. There's Wong. I am at Tesla right now, and normally this isn't a big deal, except for we're in Vegas, a couple hours away from home right now, and I have no car, and we just switched things up. I don't know if it's worth getting an extra $700 trade in on my car now. So this is the problem. It's a weekend, Saturday. Banks are closed. Anyone I can talk to, they're gone. I was at CarMax. They almost said, oh, we weren't going to be able to take your car, but I did get a 10-day payoff for Tesla, and they're like, oh yeah, that's all we needed to process it. We don't need to talk to your credit union. So I was like, okay, I can forward that. I got that this morning. So they processed it. They bought my car. They cut me the check for the difference. They're going to pay off the rest of the car. And I'm like, great. Now I'll just make the payment to Tesla. So I'm here at Tesla right now, and I just need to make a payment. So they got a couple options. One is you can go through a third-party plaid system or something like that, and you make the down payment. I'm like, oh, okay. I was thinking it was just like a bank transfer, CSV, or whatever. But no, it's a third party, and we're not sure if they're compatible with my credit union, but we won't know until they approve that process. So this is the fun part. I don't have a car. I'm in Vegas. If we don't do this, the other option is a certified check, but banks are closed. It's Saturday. It's late. I might be stuck here. I might have to get Uber and get a hotel and spend the weekend here till Monday when banks open to get the car. And my car is right over there. It's just right there. It's so close. Oh my gosh, I do wish I planned a little bit better knowing all this. Should have known better. But this is so different. I never bought a car this way. And ultimately, I really liked the experience. I just wish I knew a little bit better what to expect. And I didn't live 2 hours away from Tesla. My wife is home with shingles right now, which that's no fun. So I'm really on my own with my 15-year-old daughter. Clearly, there's the car, guys. It even has my name on it. Look at it. So close. So close. Hey, I also want to point out it's 5:42 right now. Tesla, this pickup location service center closes at 7 o'clock. Time is clicking. I might need to hop onto hotels.com or Priceline and start looking at some options. We do have Shannon's aunt that lives out here. Maybe we could reach out to her. All right. You can tell I'm in the Tesla. Guys, this is great. We got it all figured out. We're not stuck in Vegas.
Once they were able to unlock the payment option inside the app, I was easily able to log into my account through American First and done.
Oh my gosh, this is legit, guys. Check out this new Tesla. What? We're going to go down driving the strip real quick in this before we head home. Experience super cool. Totally recommend buying a car this way. I dragged this out. It started early this morning. I was up at 8 o'clock this morning trying to get prepared for this. What time is it right now? 6 o'clock. So that's not too bad, but it shouldn't take 10 hours. I made it 10 hours because I made it super complicated. Guys here in Las Vegas, man, they're awesome. They're great, great staff and all that. Helped with the process, no pressure. They just wanted to make it right and make things work as easy for you. It was pretty straightforward. I wanted to maximize my dollar amount for my trade-in. That you could have made it very simple here. Honestly, that was so simple. Like they would have just taken the keys and then just processed it. And I just love how I was in control and I didn't feel pushed into any direction I didn't feel comfortable with. All right, guys, we are in the Tesla Y. We are in Vegas by the Venetian and the new dome right over here, guys. Check this out. Look at all these cool things. I'm seeing all the cars. You know, we have people walking on the sidewalk a second ago, but we already passed them. But look at this. Look at that dome. Look at these people right there. Ah, they're walking. Oh, this is insane, guys. So Sequoia gone, Tesla here. Oh my goodness, this is legit. Try to go on the strip here in just a second, so we'll be changing things around. All right, okay, we are officially on the strip, and there's Treasure Island. Oh my gosh, guys, look how awesome this is. We're gonna go home tonight. We're not gonna be stuck in Vegas. We're just doing this quick drive through the strip, and then we're heading home, right, Sophie? Look at, I love having the glass roof. We wanted to check that out, just see what that was all about. And looking pretty sweet. So I just engaged autopilot because I get this free for the next 90 days. Oh my goodness, it's driving itself. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is nuts. It's doing its thing. Look at this. It's following this semi truck. I'm doing. Oh yeah, it wants me to. You got to keep your hands on the steering wheel. All right, I just disengaged. All right, this is our first supercharging station, and we're gonna try this out. So should be able to push that. Opens like that, and we should be able to take this and just go like this. I didn't pull back all the way. All right, we're gonna back up some more. Well, you know, I'm new to this. We'll figure this out. Now I have it close enough, so I can charge going
it.
Crazy.
And it's just gonna do its thing. It went green. shows up on the screen. We're gonna just go grab a bite to eat while it charges.
All right, it is doing it. Should we go in? Well, there's Sophie, but we're gonna look at my car. So we're charging for the first time, and we decided to grab a bite to eat. And this is awesome because it's telling us how far it is. It recommends to charge it up to 80%. I actually just increased it to 90% for this one, add a little bit more range. But yeah, so far not too shabby. Especially gonna eat a porterhouse in a second, and it's gonna be legit. All right, so I'm just gonna eat the steak. Sophie's gonna get her pasta.
Eating a steak while charging?
It's good.
Ooh, it's nice and toasty. Ooh, right, Soph?
Before I hit the road, I did actually take a minute or two to familiarize myself
All
with
right,
the
well,
FSD,
we're heading
the
home now.
full self-drive mode supervised. This is so cool. You don't even have to touch the steering wheel. I thought that you had to keep your hands on it when it's in this mode. No, it just makes sure that you're aware, paying attention. So it has the interior camera that looks for eye movement and other things, I'm assuming. But literally, you can drive around and not even hold this steering wheel, but you need to be available to intervene if necessary. It was almost midnight when we got home, but I had to play around with more of the features. So Tesla has the summons feature that's available. Here I am inside the app. You can see the camera, and you literally hold down this button, and then you watch it as it's driving itself and navigating to you. Obviously, it's using all the sensors and all that, but you have the visual just to make sure you can intervene. Here it is, literally coming up, pulling around our house. It gets to this point, and then it does stop. Then I can actually go on the phone and push the forward button to kind of move it up closer. So you'll see me do that here. You got a forward and backwards button. You see all the cameras as well. But yeah, so we're just inching it forward, super slow. But look at that. That is so cool. Super excited to show the rest of the family tomorrow morning. We're not going to wake them up, but this car is legit. It's awesome. I'm so glad that we got it. Best experience ever, longest day ever. But like I said, love it.